Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. So today I'm standing next to our dill bush. I'm gonna call it a bush instead of just a plant because as you can see it's almost as tall as I am. I'm about 5.5 feet tall, so you can get a pretty good idea of how big this bush actually is. Now what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to prune out some of these flowers, and I'm actually going to prune a couple of these large stalks basically right to the ground. And I want to try and encourage some new, fresh, young growth as well, because as much as this older growth dill does great for your pickling and stuff, that new fresh dill works really nice with your fresh cooking and stuff. So I've got my pruners here, and I'm just going to keep them nice and open, and I'm going to get right down towards the bottom. And I'm going to prune this as low as I can, remembering to prune it at a break off of a branch. So as I do this, I want to cut it on a slight angle, not too much of an angle, but enough that the water will not pool on top of that cut, because that's the last thing we want. Pooling water can cause disease, and we don't want the water to be able to pool on top of that cut that I just did. So I'm going to give another one a cut here, same thing, bit of an angle, nice clean cut, pull that guy out. So these are quite large. These ones here I'm going to end up keeping, probably freeze them a little bit till that it's time to do some of my pickling, and then I can really utilize those. And then even the flowers, as you're cooking and stuff, they make really nice presses on breads and things like that. So every part of the dill plant is usable, so make sure you keep that in mind. That being said, I'm going to pull this head here just so I can kind of show you guys. So this head here, this flower is slightly further along, and you can see that instead of little yellow petals, it's got these little almost green seed pods on it. Those will start to turn darker as the season goes on, and they will be the seeds of the dill plant. This spot here is where we had dill last year. It went to seed, it reseeded, and grew back this year. So this is probably going to be kind of our designated dill spot, just because it reseeds itself so well and will grow up every single year. We actually pulled out way more dill than I want to admit this spring, because there was just so much of it here in the garden. But that's just a couple little things about dill. It's a great herb to have in your garden. Smells wonderful, and so many different uses other than just pickling. So if you don't have dill in your garden, I highly recommend you try and grow some. Not all dill is this size. Keep that in mind as well. You can get much smaller dill. So if you have a small garden, look for the smaller varieties. The packs of seeds will definitely tell you how large they grow within reason, and then go from there. Anyways, we'll see you guys next time. If you haven't checked out the channel, make sure you do that. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more notifications. We'll see you next time. Bye now.